It is the Ford Fiesta, and just look at it. It's a thing of beauty.
With its flashy color, compact size, and all those cool angles, it's by far the best looking car around.
And that's just the outside. Inside you can get yourself a push button ignition. Also you get yourself a Ford activated sync system that includes the connection right for your iPod so you can play your music right through your car. That also listens to you.
USB, please say a command.
Play album recovery.
Playing album recovery.
But the most important thing about a car
Is how it feels under your feet.
and this Fiesta feels solid, quick, and full of energy with its 120 horsepower 1.6 liter engine. And not only that, it gives you great fuel economy.
Not only this car is easy to drive, but it feels great and it just sips gas at just under 7 liters per 100 kilometers.
That's all fine and dandy, but when it comes to subcompacts, this is the one you want.
It's the Mazda2, and when it comes to driving pleasure, this one takes the cake.
See, it's all about feel, and that's exactly what you get in the Mazda 2. No joke, this thing is about as close to the Mazda MX-5 as I've ever driven. The gearbox, the steering, and the brakes all feel so solid. They're absolutely perfect.
Sure, under the hood is a little 1.5 liter engine pulling 100 horsepower, but it's an eager engine that just pulls the car. And so it feels quick and ready to go. And it's light, weighing in only at 1,050 kilograms. It shows that Mazda wasted nothing when designing this car.
Inside here, it's pure simplicity. No complicated radios to worry about here, just a volume knob at the center, and even some volume controls on the steering wheel.
Outside, the car's looks remind me of a cat. It's planted and rearing to go. And not only that, it's really small, which in a segment like this is crucial. And on the road, you definitely can't do better.
Hello?
Oh yes, you can.
No, Zam, you can't. This thing is amazing on the road.
At least you can be on the road and driving instead of being on the side of it.
Yes, Mr. Techie Zam with your Bluetooth hands-free. I should have looked at my caller ID before answering the phone.
Anyway, since you're taking away from my driving pleasure, I'll meet you at the park.
What took you so long?
Well, Zam, I was talking to some idiot on the phone who thinks the Fiesta is a better car.
Well, this idiot just beat you in this nicer, better looking car.
Yeah, but I would rather drive this anyway. It's not a race. It's about the sensations you get from driving, Zam.
You know, this car, this Fiesta, it's more comfortable inside. There's more room. I've also got more room in my tailgate. Not to mention, it's just overall more comfortable and a way better looking car to begin with.
Okay, I'll admit that the Fiesta looks really good. It's as European as a cup of espresso, but let's switch.
This little hamster just feels too rev happy for me. It feels like a high-pitched squeal. I like the Fiesta because it feels a lot smoother, sort of like myself.
Oh my gosh, Sam, you've got to be kidding me. You say this thing has 120 horsepower, and it may well have 120 horsepower, but it just doesn't feel that way.
How on earth is it that this car can have so much more power and yet be so much more slow? You have to wring it to get anything out of it, and even then...
There's the gearbox. It just feels all kind of sloppy and not very firm. Where in the Mazda, I actually enjoyed changing gears. In this, I'd rather not.
Also, there's the glare of the dashboard on the windshield, and there's this stereo.
Now, it may look very cool with its dial pad and dot matrix display,
But it's needlessly complicated. Even the most seasoned of techies will have to put some effort in figuring this thing out. I reluctantly even had to look in the instruction manual.
At least it's there for you. Here in this car, you get nothing. Play Jack Johnson. See? Nothing. And this car just looks like like a kid's car. It looks like a toy. My next door neighbor came up to me yesterday and asked me, "Is this new car for your sister?" The Fiesta just looks so much better, and you can't get beyond that. I need the technology of the Ford rather than the plainness of this Mazda 2.
All right, now, I can tell you that despite all that, Zam, of all the ones, I'd still go back to the Mazda 2. It's just so much fun to drive. I can't be shaken from that. What about you, of the two?
I'd still buy the Fiesta. It's just a lot more comfortable, and obviously I love the Bluetooth and the sync system.
So the drive didn't win you over the Mazda?
Drive is alright, but no, it didn't win me over.
Okay, now, which one would you recommend to your friends?
To be honest, it's neither one of these cars. It's the Honda Fit. And what about you?
Yeah, it's the Honda Fit as well.
So it looks like we took substance over style here. Yes, we agree that the Fit is ugly, but for everyday life, the Fit, well, fits. With its clever seats, massive space, Honda driving dynamics, and reliability, it's the one we'd recommend.